Okay, question 17. This expression here is exactly divisible by x minus 2, and division by x plus 1 gives a remainder of minus 12. Okay, so let's do the first one. If it's exactly divisible by x minus 2, it means that when we divide in, the remainder is 0. So we do long division into this. 2x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so let's do some long division. So x goes into this. We need to multiply by 2x squared, right, to get that. So now we're multiplying this 2x squared back by this, right? So you get 2x squared by x will be 2x cubed. 2x squared by minus 2 will be minus 4x squared. Okay? Now we have to change the signs, right? So this will be minus, this will become a plus. 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0, as we expected. Ax squared plus 4x squared would be a plus 4x squared, and then this comes down. Okay, now we're going to do it again. Let's choose a new color. So to get the number up here, we're going to say, okay, how many times does x minus 2 go into this term? Okay, or how many times does x go into this term? Or what do we need to multiply to get that term? And we get a plus 4x, right? Because if we multiply that by x, we'll get, so let's do the multiplication out. So we'll get a plus 4x, and then when we multiply by minus 2, we'll get minus 2 times a plus 4x. And from there, when we do this sign change again, this becomes minus, this becomes plus. This minus this is 0. Oh, sorry, I forgot an x squared here, right? And now, when we have bx plus 2a plus 4x, it will be 2a plus 4 plus bx. And then this 6 just keeps coming down, right? Plus 6. Now, we know that this has to be at the end. When we do our next thing, we're going to get zeros here, right? So because we know we're going to get a 0, we know that here we need plus 6. And to make the plus 6 work, we will need a, come on, this is hard. To make the plus 6 work, so it'll be multiplied by minus 3, right? Like minus 3x plus 6 will give us a 0 here, right? Once we change the sign. Okay, because I know I want a 0 at the end, I know that what I want on this final line is this number. Okay, and then, so that's minus 3. Okay, so we know the remainder is 0, so that also means that, so when I do this addition, 2a plus 4 plus b x, okay, then plus 3x equals 0. We can divide across by the x because it's in every term, and we can multiply this out, so we have 2a plus 8 plus b plus 3 equals 0. So we have 2a plus b. 8 and 3 is 11, and moving to the other side is minus 11. Okay, so this is the first equation we have. Okay, so we have two equations Oh, so far we have one equation, but we have two unknowns, a and b. So we need to make another equation. The next equation we have is that on division by x plus 1, it gives a remainder of minus 12. So we're going to do the same thing, or a similar thing, but at the end, instead of wanting 0, we're going to want minus 12. Okay? So we want to do x plus 1. We'll go into, okay, so we have, the term is 2x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 6. And the remainder will be 12, right? Oh, sorry, remainder will be minus 12. Let me write that better. Okay, so let's do our long division. So x plus 1 into 2x cubed plus ax. So we need to multiply by 2x squared. When we multiply that back here, we'll get 2x cubed plus 2x squared. Now we need to change the sign. So 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0. Ax squared minus 2x squared is a minus 2x squared. This bx now comes down here. Now to get a minus 2x squared, we need to multiply by a minus 2x. Right, so when we multiply it back, we'll get a minus 2x squared plus a minus 2x. We need to change the signs on this lower part. A minus 2x squared minus a minus 2x squared, that will give 0. And here we'll get b minus a minus 2x. And we have plus 6. Okay. And, oh yes, sorry, forgot an x here. Whoops. Okay, and then when we want this to be done, instead of 0, we now want 12 here and 0 here, right? Because the last number you get is the remainder. Okay, to get a 12 remainder, you'll need a plus 6 here. So it means originally it should be a minus 6. And so to get a minus 6, it must be a minus 6x here. Okay, so here we should put a minus 6. Should give us 12. Right, because now when we change the sign, plus, this will give us 12, and then this should give us 0. So we get another equation, which is that b minus a minus 2, sorry, a minus 2x, sorry, I made a mistake here when I was writing. This should be just a minus 2, right? And there's an x here. Okay, so b minus a minus 2x plus 6x should be equal to 0. And we can drop the x's, and we'll get b minus a minus minus is plus 2 plus 6 equals 0. So we have minus a plus b. 6 and 2 is 8. I'll put it over here, it will be minus 8. Okay, so this is our equation 2. Ooh, sorry, I made a mistake. The remainder should be minus 12. So here, this is wrong. So we have to redo this. Sorry. Goodbye, all you stuff. And also you. Delete. Okay. Sorry, I want a remainder of minus 12. To get from 6 to minus 12, we need a minus 18. That should originally be a plus 18. So we have 18x plus 18. So that when I change the sign, 6 minus 18 will give minus 12, and this should give 0. Okay, so up here, it should be 18. Okay, so now our equation is b minus a minus 2 x minus 18 x equals 0. Again, we drop these x's, and we get b minus a minus is plus 2 minus 18 is 0. So minus a plus b, 2 minus 18 will be minus 16, and then we bring it to the other side, it will be plus 16. Okay, so this is our equation 2. And our first equation is 2a plus b is minus 11. So we have 2a plus b equals minus 11. Okay, so we have, let's write these here. So here it's pretty easy. We can just put a minus across this, and it will help us to get this. So, oh, minus times minus will make this a plus, right? So we have 2a plus a is 3a, b minus b is 0, minus 11 minus 16 will be minus 27. So we have 3a is minus 27, and so when we divide by 3, we'll get minus 9. A is minus 9, so then let's use minus a plus b is 16, so minus a will be 9. So we have 9 plus b is 16, so b is 16 minus 9, which is 7. Okay, so we have a is minus 9, b is 7. Woohoo! So we've done that. Minus 9 and 7. Okay, now we want to factorize completely the expression for p of x. So we're going to be a little bit sneaky, and we've already done this division, right? So we know that this term here times this term here will be equal to this thing underneath, right? Because it divides in exactly. So instead of redoing that division, we're just going to sub in the value of a and b, right? So this, let's first write out what, you know what, let me copy all this and put it towards the bottom. Oh no, undo, undo, okay. Let's put it down here so it's easier to see. Sorry for having to move it so much. Okay. So this is what we have. Okay, factorize the completely the expression p of x. So let's first write out what p of x is. So I have 2x cubed plus ax. So a is minus 9. So this is minus 9x squared plus bx, okay, plus 7x plus 6, right? So this is p of x. Okay, and we know that x minus 2 divides in exactly, and also that x minus 2 times this thing on top, 2x squared plus, okay, a plus 4 will be minus 9 plus 4, x minus 3, right? So this bracket is here, right? This equals p of x, because that's what dividing in means, right? So x minus 2 times 2x squared minus 9 plus 4 is minus 5x minus 3 is p of x. Okay, so we already knew that x minus 2 is a factor because it told us in the question it said it divides in with a remainder of 0. Then when we did the division, whatever was on top is the thing that gets multiplied to make p of x. So we already did some of the factorization. Now we just have to factorize this term here. So here we have a 2 and a 3, and we want to make minus 5. Let's see. So we go up here. But we want a minus here. Now we would get minus 2. Let's see, what are the factors of this? Okay. Okay, I'm not sure how to factorize this, but we can still use our minus b formula. All right, so let's write this out as x minus 2. Let's bring a 2 here. So now it's x squared minus 2.5x minus 1.5. Okay, and this is equal to p of x. Now we have a formula that says x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And here b is minus 2.5, a is just 1, and c is minus 1.5. Let me just check that I haven't made any sign mistakes. When I copied this down, unfortunately not. Okay, well, if we plug this in, we should be able to get some values for x. And when we get the two values for x, then we know that, so let's say we get two values, x1 and x2, then we know we can write p of x as this first factor, x minus 2, x minus x1 times x minus x2, and then this 2 because I just took the 2 out. Okay? And if you want to solve this equation, so x1 here is some number that I don't have time to solve for. Okay, so I'm not going to solve this, but I'll put it in the comments. Okay, check the comments. But say we do get some numbers, x1 and x2. So x1 and x2 are some numbers, right? They're not a normal x. So then the solution of p of x equals 0 is each of these separate things, right? So we have x minus 2 equals 0, or x minus x1 equals 0, or x minus x2 equals 0, right? So we have x equals 2, or x equals 1, or x equals x2, okay? And again, x1 and x2, we should have used this formula to find out what they are, but right now I don't have time to plug in the numbers, but I'll put them in the comments.